28.
All right, so you're 28. You will be able to still have your life ahead of you when you're released from the prison. Because it's an affirmative finding of deadly weapon, you're going to have to do half your time before you're eligible for probation.
Right out the gate, this is serious. The deadly weapon finding means Jacob can't just skate by on parole. He's locked into serving at least half his sentence before even being eligible. That's not just prison time, it's a legal brick wall.
To count 1, 2, and 3 to the offense of aggravated robbery. According to the plea bargaining agreement, punishment is to be assessed at 9 years in the prison. There's an affirmative finding of deadly weapon and the state opposes your application for deferred adjudication. All right, any other witnesses?
Well, my client wants to.
This is a bold move. By taking the stand, Jacob is opening himself up to cross-examination. Translation: the prosecutor now gets to pick apart his story piece by piece. High risk, high stakes.
Say a few words.
All right, if you want to say a few words, I'm going to place you under oath and the state will have a chance to cross-examine you, which means they'll have a chance to ask questions of you.
Yes,
Do you wish to be placed under oath?
yes, ma'am. I thank you for giving me a chance to talk to you.
Sure. Can you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can lower your hand. State your name for the record.
Jacob De Leon.
All right, defense, do you have any questions?
I do. I hope close enough to the mic that the court reporter can hear
Yes.
me. Jacob, you had earlier pled no contest to 3 counts of aggravated robbery.
Yes, sir.
And you're not contesting those counts, are you?
No, sir.
You're here to ask the court for deferred probation.
Notice what's happening here. This isn't just background. Defense is painting a picture of trauma, abuse, and instability. Why? Because in sentencing, your past matters. It's not about excusing the crime, it's about explaining how someone got here.
Yes, sir.
All right. So the court has read the PSI and so on, and I would like to have you explain a little bit about your early life.
Yes, sir.
What was it like?
So when I was born, I was staying with my mom and my stepdad, and I was being abused. And I went to school with bruises, and they kept asking what happened. And I told them one day, and they said they weren't going to say nothing, but they said something to my parents. So I got beat again. And then I came back to school and told them what happened, and they took us to CPS. So we got taken away from our family. And I was in CPS for a while, and they were trying to put me on the right meds because
What happened next?
my grandma got us, and my mom got killed in 2010. They say she died from an accident or overdose, but I believe she got killed. And I just went crazy. I started self-medicating. I didn't know what to do with myself.
How old were you then?
I think I was about 10, and I just lost a lot of my mind. And I had my grandma, so I was happy. And then I started doing electrical work, and I've been doing electrical work. I don't have a record. I've never been locked up before. I work and I pay my bills, and I try to keep the little family I got left. And I had my dad, but he passed away while I was in here, so it's just me and my sister's world. When I was out there working, my grandma died, and I lost my mind again because she was the only thing that I had left as a parent.
When you say you lost your mind, what does that mean?
I just started spiraling downhill. I lost my job. I started self-medicating, and I don't really do drugs like that, but I started self-medicating, hanging around the wrong people, and then I wasn't taking my medication. I was going to the doctor before, and I stopped taking my medication. So
and as a result of that, what happened next?
This incident happened, and I was hanging around the wrong people. I can promise you, I'm not that type of person. I don't know what was going through my mind. I was on drugs, and I was self-medicating and wasn't on my medicine. And by the time I realized it, I know I messed up. I went to the Center for Healthcare Services and got help. And
what kind of help did you receive?
I got all my medications, and they gave me a psychiatrist, and they gave me a counselor, and they started helping me get on my meds. I told them that I messed up and I needed help. So I started looking to try to fix myself, and I just realized I messed up and there was nothing I could do to fix it. So I tried to do better. And
Now, you've been in custody for 3 years.
Yes,
give or
sir.
take.
This is a jaw-dropper. Jacob wasn't just waiting for trial. He was deemed incompetent and sent to a state hospital. That means the court found he couldn't even understand the proceedings against him at the time. Think about that. 3 years in legal limbo.
Where did you spend part of the time?
I spent it here, and then I just really needed to go to the hospital. My mind state wasn't in the right state of mind. I was hearing voices. I was just freaking out. I didn't know what to do with myself. I was just losing my mind. And I've been here for 3 years. I've been to lockdown one time for 3 years. I have not had no fights. I'm not an aggressive person.
All right, and just so that the record can be clear, the reason why he was at the Bexar County Jail for 3 years is because he was found incompetent and he was sent to the state hospital.
Yes, ma'am.
That's nothing to do with the 187 District Court keeping him in custody for 3 years.
I understand that,
All right.
Your Honor, and what I was getting at was the next part of the story. As a result of this, you ended up in Vernon, is that correct?
Yes, sir. To get help, and I think they helped me with my
Tell
everything.
us what they did.
They put me on medication. They gave me
Medication.
anxiety medication, bipolar medicine. They gave me sleeping medicine, and I was hearing a lot of voices at the time.
What
And
medicine? What name?
Seroquel, Boost Bar. They had me on Klonopin. They had me on Zyprexa. They had me on another medication. I don't recall what it was called.
What are you on now when you're here?
They had me on Boost Bar. They agreed to let me keep taking the Seroquel for the voices.
Here's the emotional heart of the case. Jacob's plea isn't just legal, it's personal. He's pulling every string. Family, responsibility, redemption. But the million-dollar question remains. Is this genuine transformation or just courtroom survival mode?
And they give me propanolol for the anxiety and depression. And they also give me, Seroquel, Boost Bar, and propanolol.
All right. And you understand that mental illness or extreme abuse as a child is not an excuse for doing what you pled to.
Yes, sir. I understand that.
So why should this court even consider putting you back on the street or back in society?
Because I promised I could be a productive member of society. I will do as much time of probation as you want me to. I promise I will not mess up. I just ask if you could please give me a second chance. That's all I'm asking for. I promise you could look at my back history. I'm not that type of person. I just lost my mind because I lost my grandma, and that was the last thing. And all I got is my brothers and sisters now, and my sister just had kids, and I really want to be a part of their lives.
Well, the court may restrict you if she were to grant probation or a form of probation from being around children under 18.
Yes, sir. I would gladly accept that and do better and finish probation, and then I could see them. I will do right. I will be on my medications. What I'm going to do is go to the Center for Healthcare Services and get help. Even if I am outpatient, I please ask that I can be outpatient. I'm going to go through Center for Healthcare Services by myself, as I want to, because they really help. And I also got a doctor I go to regularly. So I'm going to get on my medications, get on the right medications and do right. I plan on still being an electrician. I know a place that'll hire me as I work for a dentist office.
All right.
And they'll hire me when I get out.
Stop you right there. Now, the court could order a mental health, not screening, but a program for you to participate in if the court so chooses.
Yes, sir.
Are you willing to do
I
that?
will gladly go to any programs that they want me to, any classes that I need to. I will show up to everything. I just please ask, can I have one more chance? This is my first time getting locked up. I can promise you I will do all I can in my will to do better and finish probation. I will do much time as you want. And I know you probably hear that a lot and people mess up, but I can promise you I'm going to do better. I'm not going to hang out with nobody, none of the same people. I'm not talking to any of them. I'm going to surround myself with positive people and just stay out the way and do better for myself, and not just for myself, but for my family and the people around me. I think I could be a productive member of society, and I'm ready to go back into the world and be a better person.
If the court orders you to maintain on medicine and report, say, every week or every other week for drug screening, mental health counseling, and or proof of taking your medication, are you willing to do that?
Yes, sir. I really don't need the drugs. I don't have a problem stopping drugs at all because I take medications out there and they work fine for me. They help me. So I really just started doing drugs because I lost my mind when my grandma died. She was like everything to me. That was the only thing I had left. And me and my dad didn't really have a connection. So I didn't really talk to him. And then when I was in here, he died, and now I really don't got anybody. So, but I got my brothers and sisters, that's for sure. And I know my sister's always gonna be there for me. And I think she will help me through this whole situation, and in me taking my meds. And I promise I will take my meds. I like taking my meds because they make me feel like a better person. Honestly, after I got back from the hospital, I feel so much better. I feel happier. I'm not hearing the voices like I was. I feel like a better person. Like I said, I have not been in no fights since I've been here the whole time. I'm not an aggressive person. I don't cause problems. I try to stay out the way. And
Now that you have your medication, you talked about how it is different.
yes, sir.
Have you ever been on the medication that is prescribed for you before?
Yes, sir. I've been through so much medications, and they try to find the right ones for me. I was
Did they
once
find the right one?
Yes, sir. I was once on Adderall for my ADHD, and then another time I was on another pill for anxiety, and then for the voices and the schizophrenia through a doctor.
Now you have medication. You are telling us that the medication you're currently on works.
Yes, sir.
Correct?
I feel like a better person. I feel positive. I know I could get back out there and get back to work. I just please ask for one more chance. And
Boom. The prosecutor strikes where it hurts. Jacob apologized to the court, to his family, even to himself, but not to the victims. In sentencing, that omission can weigh heavily. Judges don't just look at your past. They look at whether you take responsibility for the harm you caused.
I promise I won't mess it up. If I do, I will gladly do as much time as you want me to do.
Well, this is up to 99-year.
Yes, sir. I understand that. I would not be mad at the judge for giving me whatever time she would give me if I mess up.
And if the court required you to wear an ankle monitor for a drug patch, can you do that?
Oh yes, for sure.
What are you asking of this court that we haven't covered already?
Nothing. I just wanted to say I'm sorry for spiraling down and getting in this position. And I just ask you, please give me one more chance. That's all. I really just want one more chance. I want to be there with the little family I got left. I lost a lot of family since I've been in here, and I just don't know what I'll do if I lose another one.
I'm about to pass you to the prosecutor for questioning. Is there anything that you'd like to say that we haven't covered?
I just